Anyway, how about this? We're continuing Katie's Tiny Homes series, and looking at this whole movement all week long has been really interesting.
So we're going from my big head to Katie's tiny home.
Yes.
Makes sense.
There
it's
you
been
go.
Super interesting. She's here this morning to talk about some people who took theirs on the road too. I can't wait for this. This is going to be fun.
I think it's because this is what all of us think about doing at some point in our lives.
Yes, that's exactly right.
But you'll meet an Old Orchard Beach couple who actually did it. They decided a few years ago to sell off their belongings, pay their debts, buy a bus, and set out on the open road with their dog Moose for an adventure. However, their current tiny living space is not exactly what you might expect it to be. Here you go. Meet the Poiriers. While not exactly a traditional tiny home, this 30-foot retired 1989 prison bus might be one of the most attractive tiny living spaces you've ever seen, especially considering it used to look like this.
When we bought it, it was frightening looking, and everyone was like, "You're nuts."
5 years ago, Megan and Ben Poirier decided to buckle down, pay off their $80,000 of student loan debt, and take their life on the road.
One day we were on Craigslist and we saw this prison bus. And I immediately was like, yes. Megan was not convinced yet.
But in 2016, they bought it for $8,000. After fixing the bus up by hand, the couple finally took off in January. Since then, they've driven more than 12,000 miles through more than 30 states. The electronics and appliances run on solar power, and pressurized water comes from two 40-gallon tanks. The open concept design includes a kitchen, living space, bedroom, even a hidden bathtub and composting toilet. Still, the Poiriers lack a few creature comforts.
When we go somewhere else, we're like, hey, do you have any ice?
The experience has shown the young couple just how far their resources go and don't go.
That was really enlightening to see what we use in a regular home compared to what we can actually get away with here and what we can actually be comfortable with getting away with.
After 5 years of marriage, they say they've also been given the chance to get to know themselves and each other even better.
It really gives you time to think and process what's in front of you and on a deeper level, because it really it keeps you in the moment.
Currently, the two are focused on exploring and sharing their journey on their blog, The Wild Drive Life, while also mentoring others on how to live more simply with fewer expenses. The Poiriers say they don't have a plan for how or when their journey will end. They're just enjoying the ride.
This thing that we'll never regret trying and doing and experiencing, because it's changed us in really neat ways already.
Katie Bavoso, News Center, Maine. And here I am again. If you want to follow the Poiriers, you can catch them on their social media pages at Wild Drive. At Wild Drive Life, specifically, Lee and Sharon, and that's very much depicting what their life is.
Looks pretty fun.
It's really
fascinating. Really looks great.
It's really
and the bus is something special.
I know. Maybe we can get our bus together, sell up all our stuff, hit the road.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We've all got TVU apps on our phones now. So.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, there's that.
You got to learn how to work it.